Welcome to the latest Motley Fool scoreboard. I'm Anand Chakavalu, and we've got longtime fools Travis Hoyam and Jose Najarro giving a 1 to 10 rating to legendary tech company Oracle, ticker symbol ORCL. I hope people call me legendary instead of just old or legacy. First, we'll rate the strength of Oracle's business, including factors like industry and competition. A 10 is invincible. A 1 is hopeless. Both of you have 8s, Travis.
Yeah, you got to go really high here. I don't really know what Oracle does. I think that's at least the joke, because it doesn't really have a consumer-facing app. It's an enterprise software. But whatever it is, it must be really valuable because the company continues to just churn out cash. Larry Ellison, obviously one of the richest people in the world. So, you got to respect the ingrained business that they have, and then a lot of growth opportunities in AI. So got to go pretty high here.
Yeah, I think that Travis hit the point. It's a joke of what does Oracle do. You have kind of the legacy software, you have the database platform, and you have the most exciting right now, that OCI, the Oracle Cloud Infrastructure. It's hard to keep track, but what we do know here, and I did give it, I gave it an 8, I forgot to mention, what we do know here is that OCI, the cloud infrastructure, is growing at dramatic levels. RPO hit $130 billion most recent quarter. They just announced that one customer will have over $30 billion in revenue annually starting in fiscal year of 2028, and they are investing heavily in AI infrastructure.
Wait, when you say one customer will have 30 billion in revenue, what does that mean, Jose? The customer will have sales of that, or Oracle will be getting that?
Oracle will be getting $30 billion of revenue from one customer annually starting in fiscal year of 2028.
Is that OpenAI?
Yeah.
Okay.
That is wild. It's bad when I'm stopping the show and like, wait, that can't be right. There's got to be something I didn't understand. 30 billion is a great sales figure for just a standalone company, period. Anyway, management. 10 is Warren Buffett. 1 is Homer Simpson. Jose's at an 8. Travis, you're at a 7.
Yeah, when you say management, I don't know exactly who we're judging here. Are we judging the CEO? Are we judging Larry Ellison? At the end of the day, Larry Ellison runs this company. It's his company. He has by far the largest shareholder. Actually, that stake has increased as they bought back stock over time. But I think you got to go relatively high, even if it is, Ellison, who's, maybe isn't the disruptive force that he was a couple of decades ago, but has just constantly had a vision for Oracle that continues to at least become more valuable in the market. Now, the financials and the valuation may get a little bit more difficult, but I think you have to respect what he's done, and then the leadership of their current CEO, Safra Catz. So I went pretty high here, but didn't want to go higher than a 7.
Yeah, I mean, Travis, again, here with another joke of who actually runs this business. I agree with that. I'm going to give Oracle an 8. I am pretty excited about the aggressiveness that they're doing in forms of AI investments, and they do tend to have a really strong relationship with NVIDIA. They were one of the first players to kind of accept anything NVIDIA was producing, even before this whole AI craze continued. So it kind of shows me that management was maybe a little bit ahead of this AI era.
We need a list of companies that are not investing aggressively in AI. I mean, I feel like everyone's doing all the big players, right? Anyway, for financials, a 10 is a fortress, a 1 is yikes. Here things fall apart a little. Jose's at a 4, Travis, you're at a 3.
Yeah, Oracle is one of these really interesting companies. They've actually spent most of the last decade taking out debt to buy back stock. I mean, that's the reality of the business. This is not one of these big tech companies that has more cash than it knows what to do with. And they've typically been a pretty CapEx light company. That is changing with artificial intelligence, as they plan to spend tens of billions of dollars and likely take out even more debt to capture that value that Jose talked about. But here's some crazy numbers. The revenue CAGR, compound annual growth rate, over the past 10 years is only 5%. Their net income CAGR, only 4%. That debt has more than doubled to $90 billion. This is a very highly leveraged AI play. And even if you like the AI infrastructure business, which is where they're really seeing their growth, I think there are lower risk ways to get exposure to that with a lot of the other big tech players. So that's what makes this scary. If AI falls apart in any way, Oracle is going to be the one that's going to take the fall.
Yeah, I agree here with Travis. If AI falls, this massive leverage in debt is going to kick it in the back. So that's the scariest thing, is that debt plus that negative free cash flow is using all that money for AI investment. The question is this AI aggressiveness going to pay off? I think the answer is yes, but I still see a massive risk. I do want to give the benefit of the doubt. Compounded annual growth rate in the past 5 years has only grown 5%. But this company is now focusing on what they consider new revenue, and that is their legacy revenue. So obviously something to consider, but maybe the newer numbers might be a better indication of some of the potential growth, especially with their infrastructure play.
Operationally, taking on a lot of debt may kind of keep you on your toes and keep you from becoming too legacy. But as an investor, that's scary in a disruptive tech world, industry and world. Taking on that debt, that's a little scary. Jose, let's talk valuation. How well will Oracle stock do over the next 5 years? And how safe is it? Keeping in mind a 10 is a sure thing, a 1 is a lottery ticket.
Yeah, so I'm going to give it here around 5 to 10%, so close to market returns. One of the reasons is I do believe at least that huge RPO and the AI investments will have some strong tailwinds for revenue. Now, the safety scores, when I pull back, I'm going to give it a 3. While I am excited about the AI market, I do believe it's all dependent on the AI market transformation. And with that heavy leverage, any short hiccup there could create some negative pressure for the stock for sure.
Yeah, I'm going to go pretty bearish here. Negative returns would be my expectation. And that's just because of the leverage that we talked about, the high debt. You're paying 13 times sales from an enterprise value to sales perspective for Oracle. So very expensive stock with that leverage. And that's why I also went safety score is only 3. Now, I'm not going to bet against Larry Ellison. He has made these big bets before and has been right. But one thing I want to bring in to the conversation is a lot of this revenue is going to be coming from OpenAI. That could be revenue that Microsoft could be making. Microsoft chose not to make those investments. That tells you something. If Satya Nadella says, you know what, OpenAI, you can take your business elsewhere, and Oracle says, okay, fine, we'll take it. Why is Microsoft saying no? That's why I don't want to take this risky bet with Oracle right now. So I set those expectations extremely low. Wouldn't be surprised to see multiple compression over the next 5 to 10 years.
Now, to be fair, Microsoft and OpenAI's relationship, it is a very frenemy, twisted relationship. So there are potential reasons that would make sense. Let's go to everyone's favorite topic. Jose, is there a company in Oracle space that you like better?
Oh, man, I know we can't pick a Mag 7, but I hope we can
you know what?
this
For
one an
this, you can
exception,
if you really want. Because they're pretty big.
When I think of Oracle, I think of massive cloud server provider, pretty much your OCI. That's the overall growth story. And the only other companies in that market are the Mag 7 that are providing some strong returns there. For me, I would choose Google. I believe Google will be a strong cloud player, and they're going to be making smart AI investments while having a way better balance sheet.
Yeah, I agree. If you've got to pick a competitor for Oracle, Alphabet, Google is going to be the company. It's got great value. It's got a huge growth business in artificial intelligence, the models, all the things that Oracle isn't really building in-house. To just give another name, AMD would be another one if they are investing this much money in building out chips. I know NVIDIA is sort of the natural, easy answer, but all these companies are going to be looking for a second source. That's got to go somewhere, and I think AMD at least is going to be a minor benefit or maybe major beneficiary for that second sourcing. So that would be another one to keep your eye on, but the easy answer is Alphabet.
Thank you to both Travis and to Jose. They've given Oracle a surprisingly low overall score of just 5.0 out of 10, despite stronger scores for the business and management. Look out for a new scoreboard every market day at 7 p.m. Eastern. Next up is GitLab. Till then, Fool on.